All right, fellas. So here's the thing. I know a lot of you guys said you want to be online trainers, you want to be personal trainers. That's actually part of what my school course is going to be about. It's going to be about, online coaching, personal branding, working with different brands and things like that. But anyways, I always preach body game because if you want to inspire others, you got to inspire yourself first, which means you got to be in shape. You can't be 25% body fat looking like ass cheek and trying to motivate other people. If you're 25% body fat and your client comes to you and they're 30% body fat trying to get to 20, how are you going to get them to 20% if you can't get yourself to 20%? How are you going to tell someone else to put the cookie down when they see crumble cookie on your story? And if they don't see it on your story, they see the evidence because you're 25% body fat. They just assume that you eat Chips Ahoy cookies every night because of how you look. All right. And we live in a vain society, specifically guys. Like, it's super important for guys. If you're a girl and you have a lot of, some extra fat, there'll be someone out there that has a BBW fetish. If you're a big dude, you are cooked. All right. You want to lock in because it's not going to be like that. All right. It's not sweet. Shit ain't sweet. Don't be thinking shit's sweet. Lock the fuck in. All right, fellas. Like, yeah, lock in. Shit's not sweet. Like, you have to look the part. So if you're going to do any kind of training, you got to get lean. That's step number one. So if you're trying to grow your personal brand and you're like, hey, Luther, like, I really need some more followers. First of all, you don't post enough. That's number one. Second of all, you're out of shape. All right. No one's going to follow you if you're out of shape. Girls follow niggas who are in shape. All right. Girls always say, oh, my God, I don't care what they look like. You look better in your before picture. But they're only following lean people. They won't even follow their fat ass cousin. All right. That's how it works. All right, dudes. If dudes aren't inspired by your physique in some way, if they don't see a transformation, why would they ask you to help them? All right, it's that fucking simple. Your body is so important. Like, even working as a nurse, you get more respect when you're in shape. You just do. It means you care about yourself. Being in shape is not easy. People are not in shape. All right, some people will comment, they'll be like, everyone's in shape. I don't know where you live. Everyone's in shape. No, you live in a very small part of society where people are in shape. The average is still the average. All right. Go to a Walmart, go to a Target, go to a restaurant. All right. Most people are drinking all night. Now, if you see your same 20 friends and you guys all do CrossFit, you guys are probably going to be lean. Not going to lie. All right. Or if you see your same, firefighter friends and you're in a healthy city, you guys are going to be lean. Cool. But realistically, majority of people are super out of shape. All right. They're just super out of shape. They're 20% body fat, 25. The average is 28, like I always say. So you being lean is going to separate. It's going to separate. All right. Like, no matter where I go, people are always going to be like, oh, shit, like, that dude's lean. Yeah, obviously, I'm not massive and on steroids and shit like that. I do see some people who are, like, massive and on steroids. I mean, obviously, they're going to get more attention and shit. But people will be like, okay, he takes care of himself. He cares. He has standards. That's pretty cool. Like, that's the first thing people realize. That's the first thing people notice. It's your first impression. We live in a vain society. So before you say, well, it's not all about that. Yes, the fuck it is. Because just like if you're not a girl's bare minimum attraction, if you are trying to, like, you're like, you know what, I'm going to try to coach, I'm going to coach fat dudes to get lean or something like that. If that's what you want to do and you're a fat dude, you might want to coach yourself first. All right. Very, very important. Now, it might sound harsh, but it's what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I'm not here to give you what you want to hear. I'm here to give you what you need to hear. You got to be in shape. All right. If you're a trainer, you got to be in shape. Simple. All right. Honestly, if you do anything, you got to be in shape. Like, if you go into a corporate job and you're in shape, I mean, yeah, you're probably gonna get that job, but you're gonna stand out like a sore thumb. Everyone's gonna be like, yo, that motherfucker's locked in. Like, how many times have you seen someone with a crazy schedule and they're super lean? They always fit the gym in. They always fit, nutrition in, and you're just inspired by them. You're like, yo, that motherfucker's locked in. How many times have you seen that? Like, when people see that shit, they know it's rare. That's why it gets respected. All right. And like I said, don't be saying, oh, everyone's fit. If everyone's fit, everyone would be respected. The world would be way different. All right. Like, being fit would be normal, but it's not. It's just not. At the end of the day, people are buying more hot Cheetos, right, than they are buying avocados. It's very simple. People are buying more oatmeal cream pies, than they are buying eggs. It is what it is. It's not rocket science. It's simple observations. It's basic facts. All right. Anyways, lock in, fellas. If you want to be above average, don't do what the average person is doing. All right. And don't aim for average. Don't aim for right above average. Aim for the best version of yourself. Period.